Hey guys, today I'm going to do another video on how to solve the 3x3x7 because my last tutorial was absolutely horrible, and I'm only going to be looking into the camera, so I do not look down at the puzzle and move the cube out of view. And I'm also going to be making references to a 3x3x5 tutorial. Also mine and this other guy's. The link is in my old one, and I'm going to keep the old one up. And I'm also going to be making references to the 3x3, and it doesn't have black stickers at the moment because the person I bought it from didn't give me black. Oh well. So, with this, when I say R, it's going to be a 2R. When I say U, it's going to be a 2F, I'm sorry. U, and D things are all going to be just quarter turns. But R will always be 2. We're only going to be using R and F. So it's going to be R, F, like U2, things like that. So, now, on to scrambling. I think I got everything. Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and scramble this cube. This might take me a while. I wish I had like time lapse because it takes a while for me to scramble this thing properly, so it's not like completely simple. I have not lubed this thing with silicone. Well, I have, but it was cheaply done, so that seems to be good. Now to mix it up like a 3x3. And there's actually 2 ways you can do this. I was thinking to myself, you can actually do just a single cross, but you'll have to do another step, and I just prefer to do the double cross myself. So, oh crap, center cap came off. Alright, that sounds good. So, the first thing we're going to do is make the cross, but it's not going to be like making this cross right here, with just this, with all these pieces matching up. It's going to be a little different than that. It's pretty much going to be, like, let's see, like this, like 2 yellow pieces that match up. What's important is these 2 pieces matching up on the 3x3x7. So that's pretty much what we're going to do. Like this bottom piece, the very bottom edge. Get something pointy. This piece right here, the smallest edge, it's on the very bottom. We're gonna match it up with its center and rotate it to the black side if we need to. So that's wrong because orange and blue, that doesn't work. We got to put it on the orange and orange and do a 2F to bring it up. So just keep doing that until all the pieces are correct. So now I've got everything on the black side. So this is technically the cross right here, because this is together, these are together, these are together, and these are together. So what you do now is just randomly put in the edge, the corners. It doesn't matter where. You can do F2L if you need to, but it really doesn't matter because the only thing you need to have is the edges correctly. So I usually just use the beginner's algorithm to put it in. Oh god. I recommend that you at least know beginner's method, because if you just jump into this without knowing the beginner's method or how to solve a Rubik's Cube, I don't know how you would even find one of these cubes, unless you lived in like China and just found it and somebody just gave it to you. And then after you do this, just do OLL and PLL if you know it. And there you go. Now you can rotate all these layers freely. And now, since you already have this bottom cross, we're going to work with the top layer now. So these 2 need to switch, and these 2 need to switch. So that algorithm that I showed you guys in the last video, you will need to learn that algorithm. So we're going to switch these two, and then after we switch this one over here, we're going to switch this red piece with this blue piece when they're like right here. So the first algorithm is R, U, R, U, R, 2U, R, 2U, R, U, R, U prime, R. There you go. It switches these two. And since this gets disrupted, where these are opposite, you just want to keep turning this. So you want to move the upper layer to where now we can switch these two pieces. So here's the way to remember that. RU and repeat. R2U and repeat. And then the corner slotting algorithm. RU, R, U prime, R. And there you go. Now you can return this back to normal, and you have the secondary cross. Well, what's below secondary? It's below secondary, because the secondary cross is when you have all these colors matched up. But anyway, I'm getting off subject. Now what you want to do is you want to solve the bottom layers, and how you do this is you're going to look for the green on top, and you're going to put it right here. So you're going to do a 2F, rotate that piece in, and then do a 2F and put it in there, and just keep doing that with all the sides right here. Now this needs to be blue, so move the blue away, 2F, bring a blue in, 2F, until you got all those done. Now here's a case right here, and I'm glad I have this so I can show you guys parity. Parity is when these two are switched, these two edges right here, but all the edges are correct, and you don't want to mess those up. And I'll teach you how to do that in just a second. When you have this edge and this edge flipped, you're gonna do what I like to call the inverse R2D2. It's pretty much R2D2, but you're doing R2 U2, or you could just flip it over and do R2D2. But I like doing this a little better. So you're gonna do R2U, 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 I think. Oh, whoops. I completely screwed that up. Give me just a second. Okay. What I meant to do is RU2 with these two layers. So you got to be careful with that. Now all these are correct, and you have the secondary cross. This is the real secondary cross, because the primary cross is when you have all this done. So once you have the secondary cross, we need to fix this layer right here. So to do that, this is how I remember: ERF, U, R, F, and then you do a 2 middle U, because you don't want to screw up these edges, and then undo it, ERF, so it'd be fru, so F, R, U, just like that, and then do a 2F to realign everything, and you didn't screw anything up. So now what you want to do is you want to start making this center right here, and we will be doing that in the next video. So we're going to be solving this, so this can be one layer, and then it'll be turned into a 3x3x5. So, and that'll happen in the next video. And I will be scrambling this in between the videos so I can show you pretty much where we would be at after we've done with the corner slotting. So I'll see you in the next video.